Welcome to Certain Point of View, your first step into a much nerdier world. Be sure to subscribe, rate, and review the podcast on iTunes. Just go to certainpov.com. Thanks. And now your hosts, Ben Milton and Addie Thomas.
Hey Nerfherders, I'm Addy Thomas.
And I am Ben Milton.
Thanks for joining us. We got another episode of Certain Point of View today. We're doing the Star Wars RPG. We're continuing more of the adventures in our Star Wars RPG. But before we get to that, just want to quickly tell you about, well, the weight loss challenge. We'll go with that first.
I'm already laughing in anticipation for the episode. I'm not
I
gonna
know.
lie. I'm so excited. Let's just blow through this real fast. Kind of like the food that's been going through me recently, because I have not stopped eating or changing my eating habits at all. if you're on Team Ben, I'm so sorry. I'm failing you.
Team Ben needs to abandon you quickly, like Browns fans should have done like 20 years ago.
Wow. It's a little early to say that. I can still pull this out.
You know what happened today? While you were eating KFC, I had a smoothie.
Yeah, but I had a salad for lunch and a banana
and you
for
had
breakfast.
KFC. You got an 8-piece meal.
I didn't eat it all. I ate 7 of the 8 pieces.
Yeah. All right. Original recipe, not even grilled.
Nope.
You could have got the grilled chicken. You know
I didn't know that
right?
was an option. I honestly didn't know that was an option at KFC. I'm not going to lie.
Doesn't KFC stand for kidney failure? Check.
It feels like it right now. I'm not going to lie. I feel awful heading into this thing. So, look, I apologize. I apologize if you're on hashtag Team Ben. It's not going well, okay? But we'll turn it around this week. I promise.
You're fortunate that I have such a long way to go.
Oh, and you are so fat. I'm so lucky. Yeah, because I can still beat you at pretty much any feat that we decide. So if we have a thing on our Patreon page where people can vote for what they think we should do and leave comments for what we should do. Yeah. Right now,
because we're looking at doing like monthly challenges.
Yeah.
We're not ready for a 5K just yet, but we want to get those in there. But we want to come up with fun games, things that other people can do along with us too.
You keep bringing up the 5K. I have no desire to do a 5K.
That's why you're gonna lose.
I'll still beat you. But all right, but most of the people who have voted so far. Not a lot of people have voted, but a couple people have voted so far. And so far, it's just a straight weight loss challenge, buddy.
Yeah.
Which you're winning at the moment, I assume. Because the other day you said you lost 11 pounds in one day.
Yeah. I did. Okay, whatever. I'm just moving on from that. Anyway, that's the narrative you're choosing to push right now.
But anyway, alternative facts.
Yeah, you can find out more about that on our website, certainpov.com. While you're there, you can also find out what we're doing as part of Patreon. You can be a part of that. All of that, again, is on our website. You can find all our social media there, again, certainpov.com. Before we go any further, Case, our dungeon master... Go ahead, take it away.
Magnificent bastard.
All right, thanks guys for joining us yet again. So I sent out experience to everyone based on the last session. It was a pretty long session, so you guys actually all leveled up. Now we did most of the leveling up before we got on the air. The only thing I wanted to do live is I wanted to go through and roll your increased vitality points.
Oh, cool.
So we're going to go around and this will give us an opportunity to introduce ourselves to, like for the listeners, and who you're playing and what you look like. So Shawn, we got you.
Yes. Hello, everybody.
Hi, Shawn.
Hi, Shawn.
I am also known as Fendir Pickup, Ithorian scout, male, tall and very handsome for my race. And
what defines handsome for an Ithorian?
So
the eyes have to be really far apart.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, that's all I got for that. Sorry.
A certain amount of mucus running down the center of the leg.
Yes.
The moister, the better.
That's what I always say.
And I have a deep connection through a shared faith with Foe, and I'm a natural pilot, but I must confront my fear of hyperspace.
Wait. It's hyperspace? I thought it was just heights in general.
Just flying.
Well, the actual thing that he rolled was he has a deep fear that he has to confront. And then early on, he made a joke that it was flying, and we just ran with it. Right. And he kind of modified it to hyperspace, which makes way more sense considering that he's a pilot.
Yes.
I like that. Okay.
So it works. I envision him as having like some sort of like hyperspace accident because they probably happened. And Yeah.
And up at
You're
the
like a religious BA Baracus.
yes, and up to this point, everyone doubts my direction and my opinions. And
Nah, dude, I will never question
Yes.
your distance guessing.
That's
Sounds
what
pretty
we're
accurate.
that you can question. That's okay.
Well, if you know anything about cannibals, I'll trust you on that.
Yeah.
Clicks, not
Keep
so
away from
much.
that. No.
So Shawn, your character is a scout, and you get a D8 for your vitality. So you rolled a 4, so you're going to add that to the 8. So just for the moment, put then that down as 12, and we'll go up from there.
Okay.
So excited.
All right, Ben, you've already been introduced, but why don't you explain who you're playing?
I am playing a human fringer by the name of Phallus Vazkiller.
And if you didn't know, he's a dick.
With a name like Phallus Vazkiller, you kind of have to be.
No matter how differently I spell it, it still comes back to just
That was
just that.
Phallus.
I was saying Phallus,
he
and
keeps trying to change it, and I'm like, nope,
I
that's
keep
not how
making
you
it
pronounce
Phallus
it.
Vazkiller, kind of
No.
like Han Solo versus Han Solo.
No, I'm old school, baby.
He's old school.
From the outer rim where I come from, that's how
And
we
isn't
pronounce it.
Flying solo this time. He wakes up from every coma with a chubby.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
I don't know. Ask Addy. He's the one that knows.
Oh, I got my eye on it.
Yeah. So Addie's got a crush on me. I actually view Addy as a rival because the way I see it is his use of the Force like gives him a leg up on everybody else around us, and I don't think that's fair. And so I'm trying to one up him all the time.
All right.
And get a leg up on him.
No, he's trying to get a leg up on me. I'm not. I'm not. That love is
Heads up.
unrequited. I also believe that there's a secret project going on. I'm not sure what that secret project is, but I believe it's out there. I am the Fox Mulder of this group, God damn it. How about that?
All
How
right.
about
Okay.
that?
How about that?
All
Me
right,
outside.
so you're a fringer. You have a D8 also for your hit die. So give that a roll. Add it to your vitality score.
7.
All right, so I think you were at a 10 before, so it's
Yep,
17.
I put it down here.
Word.
Yeah, for the time being. We'll update it for the future sheets. All right, we're coming back around to Corey.
All right, my character is a gun, and Hoof Flung Dung is my name. And my aspiration, my dream was to be a singer, and that failed. Tried to come out with a song called Oppa Gun Style, and it did not go well. Some Koreans stole my words and then made a hit YouTube video. So I ended up enlisting, and so here I am.
Can we make a music video? Can
We
we make the
probably
Gungan
can.
style music video?
I feel like I
We got the
dream about
Gungan
it.
mask now.
That's true. That's true. That's
Hey
not a
guys,
bad
this
idea.
was something that I wanted to talk about off air, not on air.
It's a tease case.
Yeah.
This will be for exclusive for our Patreon listeners.
Oh no, there's nothing exclusive about that. That's. I'm hoping that'll go viral.
That will not take long to go viral.
Yeah.
Yep. And then my dream will come true. Misa back. And so, what else do you want me to say? Me and Addy are close because we both feel like we were both
Slighted by our commander.
by our commander.
Yep.
Why is everybody like Addy but me?
Well,
Because
you're
I've
kind-
known her
you're
the
a
longest.
dick.
'Cause you're
Because I've
the-
known Nashia the longest.
That's true.
Okay, so Corey, so your character is a soldier, so you have a D10 for your vitality.
show
The
off.
downside is that, unfortunately, your Constitution modifier is a negative, so you're taking a -1 because you have toughness, which is we house ruled to work like the Pathfinder version, so you're getting a point per level. So instead of a -2, it's just a -1
-1.
from what you had the previous level.
All right.
So just roll the dice. He'll tell you.
Roll the dice, subtract 1, add that to your sheet.
Boom. 8. I like these dice
So
already.
add 7.
I did that with a die 8. Come on, man. What you got? I mean 10.
Are we comparing sizes right now?
I'm not saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I was able to do more with less.
Just a tip.
Just.
All right, and coming all the way around to our gracious front man.
Anyway, so I'm the Keldor. If so, that's like Plo Koon, if you remember from the prequel trilogy. I'm a Force user.
You're basically the Predator, just a little bit slimmer.
Well, slimmer, but I also have breathing issues. So
does the Predator.
Yeah, so
you're-
the nerdy Predator.
you're like a
Yeah.
nerdy Predator, like
Right.
complete with dreadlocks.
Yeah.
Like you're just the Predator.
Yeah, but it's easy for me to get into character with those breathing issues. So that really feels natural to me. Unfortunately, I have a thing for Ben. So yeah, and he likes to pretend he's not into me, but it's pretty obvious he is. Because
I'm so not into you, dude. Not into you.
We'll see. I'm working on getting my affect mind score up pretty high. So see how those force powers.
Maybe it'll affect my mind, but it ain't gonna affect the thing you need.
Then from here to the end, every level you're just gonna want to take Iron Will.
But yeah, so I'm the force user of the group.
Yeah. All right. So you also, I believe, are a D8 hit die. So give that a roll. Add it to your current vitality score.
1.
Oh,
Nice. Best roll ever.
With the new dice that we all got, would someone, or actually, would all of you be so kind as to give me a D20 roll?
13.
16.
12.
All right, 16 I heard. So that was Addy, right?
Yes.
All right,
Show off.
Addy, would you be so kind as to give a recap for what happened last session?
Ooh, yeah. So last time on Star Wars, the RPG, we had
You've been waiting to say that, haven't you?
no, not at all. I was expecting someone else to win the role, to be perfectly honest. Anyway, so last time we were kind of gathering, we're partying after the defeat of the first Death Star. We're celebrating. Ben's being weird
He's
about
celebrating.
Yeah, no, he in his own way. Phallus was celebrating and was caught off guard with a big heart on as we were attacked by the Imperials. So he had to run around with that for a little while. Whereas Hallmatter and Thorian, Fendir Pickup over there, was really succlung at getting people out through the right stairwell. In fact, I didn't know there were
Stairwell
stairwells.
13.
Yeah,
That's
stairwell
right.
13.
That's right. He got us through. We Hoof and I were up in the guard towers. We had to get down. We made a pretty valiant effort for the landing pad. None of us decided, even though we headed for the gun turrets, no one actually fired a turret, but had some sort of weird circumstances with a fire extinguisher.
I tried, yep.
And I don't even know what Ben did, but it wasn't successful. But either way, we were able to fly off and escape, and then crash in the forest. We got out. Only the 4 of us survived. Apparently, we were 10 clicks away from the base. We're still not sure about that. It was an Outpost 7 that
Pretty
nobody
accurate,
else heard about.
Except for Fender.
That scout, he's scouted them all.
But as only survivors, we went off towards some smoke. We found a campfire where some cannibals were, but we decided to head to the Imperial base, and we were able to distract them long enough, get into the armor, the 2 of us that could fit, and bring the other 2 as prisoners on, and somewhat sloppily we were able to escape,
Yeah,
but we were
barely,
successful.
Yeah, thanks for the grace of our dungeon master.
For real.
Keep on rolling.
Give me another roll. You're getting closer to failing. Give me another roll. Get still closer.
How did you roll a negative roll?
All right, and with that, you guys escape into space as you breach the atmosphere of Yavin 4, and the blue gives way to the black of the stars. You start to see fighting going on. There's still TIE fighters, X-wings. There's Star Destroyers. There's Rebel capital ships and transports still stuck in this system. And you start hearing like all kinds of radio. What are your reactions as you guys are coming up and you're starting to see this whole like?
We need to calculate for a hyperspace jump and find out like what system do we need to go to, or what's the
Fender,
safest
do
spot.
you remember where we're supposed to rendezvous at?
Did we have a rendezvous?
Fender,
Did
do
we?
you know, do we have a rendezvous, or like are we just going to go into deep space and just find a planet to hang out at?
Everyone, give me just straight intelligence checks.
Where are we going?
Anyone who got over a 10 remembers that the rendezvous point for everyone is Argonar.
Well, I'm glad I asked because I had no idea. Argonar?
Yeah.
Fender, can you get us to Argonar?
If you knock me out before we get into hyperspeed, yes.
And with that
can do that.
blast, a shot
Oh,
hits.
really? He asks.
A shot hits your ship.
Shit.
And you guys see an X-wing firing upon you.
Oh crap! That's right. We're an Imperial shuttle. Oh, damn it!
Your shields, fortunately, are up because Fendir is terrified of going up into space. So he made sure that everything was at full defensive mode. So the X-wing flies past, and you see TIE fighters actually swoop in and start to scare away the X-wings that were coming for you.
I've never thought I'd be so happy to see TIE fighters.
I know, right?
You start hearing a lot of radio chatter. Do you guys try to tune into that? Like, there's a lot going on, and it's really hard to see.
Yes, we do. I do.
Okay.
Give me the radio.
So you. Imperial Shuttle. We need you to travel over to Star Destroyer Alpha. Bring all prisoners. If transporting supplies, head to Star Destroyer Beta. Respond.
Copy that. We have 2 prisoners. We will head to Starship Alpha. Star Destroyer Alpha.
That's pretty weird that you messed that up.
Yes, it is. So we just got attacked by an
No
X-wing.
reactor leaks. Just don't say we have a reactor leak.
We just got attacked by a TIE fighter. It shook me a little bit. I'm sorry. Won't happen again.
It's okay. We've got people out there doing coverage.
Thank you, sir.
Send out your coordinates. We'll send more TIE fighters to escort you.
Not necessary. I think you scared them away. I think we're good.
Okay, as you guys start to sort of like get a bead on things, you look out and you see that there is a lot of like chaos going on, and you know that if you modified your tuners, you'd actually be able to pick up some of the rebel chatter, and possibly with some sensors, you might be able to see some stuff.
I wish I would have majored in computer use like I had originally planned to.
What was the backup to your music career?
You had a dream. You had a dream.
I thought you had a decent computer skill. You tried using it during the skill challenge last time.
No, well,
Yeah, you do.
do I?
Yeah, because you tried using it when you were at the
Yeah,
turret.
you were gonna reprogram the turrets for some reason.
I'm gonna go to this.
Instead of fire.
I want
Oh,
to.
that's why I didn't major in computer use.
I'm gonna go fire this gun. Computer use.
My favorite joke from last time was diplomacy.
All right, so you start like messing with it, Phallus, you start messing with it, and you can't get a lock on anything. You just hear static, and like you start to hear a couple voices like, but it just keeps on fading out. And
Damn
you
it!
can't
Does
get
anybody else know how to use this thing?
Hoof,
Oh no,
Hoof shoves you out of the way and starts typing at it.
dude.
Okay, so Hoof, you start typing away at it, and all of a sudden, like some of the signals come into play. It's like, this is Commander Codswallow. We are being routed by Imperial forces.
Apparently, also suffering from a stroke.
And hey, Hoof and Foe, Commander Codswallow is the superior who sent you guys to die.
Oh shit!
This guy.
Our ships are positioning themselves as shields to the transport vessels, but we are unable to get out of position. TIE fighters are engaging us, and unfortunately the transports cannot get a direct beam out of here. If any rebel ships are available, we would appreciate assistance.
We're in a fucking shuttle.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we could take on extra passengers. I mean, but they're gonna start attacking us as soon as that happens.
How do you take on passengers in space?
Airlock. They do it on Rebels enough.
well,
I think
look.
we can.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
totally do it.
Okay. Hoof, give me another computer use roll.
What we gotta do is just get out of here.
So it's 18.
You're able to get the navigation computers up, and you're able to like get radar fixes on where all the different ships are. And as you do, you see on certain transponders SOS frequencies being boomed out. You can look out of your window, and you can see that those are damaged rebel ships. They're just floating lifeless in space right now. Their hulls have not been completely breached. I don't want to say that everyone is dead on it, just that the engines are not functioning.
What do we do, guys?
Question for the Dungeon Master. How many people does our ship hold? Like, how many people can fit on our ship? Is this like the usual, like, tri-wing Imperial shuttle?
It is a version designed for to be deployed in a system, so you do not have a hyperdrive on it.
No hyperdrive?
No hyperdrive on the ship.
So we got to get another ship.
Yes.
Very, very soon.
What a wonderful piece of crap you've chosen.
It can carry about 20 people. It's
real slow.
In the back area. It's clearly designed to either carry troops or cargo.
Balls.
So we able to get onto a larger ship that does have hyperspace?
Funny you ask, because a fleet of TIE fighters come to swoop around to sort of guard your position as you head towards Star Destroyer Alpha. They sort of come around your position and they signal. It's like you're clear to move.
We're having little engine problems from the X-wing attack. Give us a second. We're trying to fix it.
Roger that. Do you need any engineers to be brought over?
Give us 5 minutes and I'll let you know.
Roger that.
Right,
So
guys,
they take up flanking positions around you guys.
All right, we gotta decide what to do.
I think we got to get on that Star Destroyer and hope we can.
Are you out of your damn mind?
The bosses do terrible things to me.
Hey, those X-Wings are scared away, by the way, but they're on their way back. There's 3 are coming at you guys.
What are coming at us? X-wings?
X-Wings. 2 of the TIE fighters move into position to sort of block the shots that are coming for you, but blasts are starting to come through.
Any ideas? I'm open for ideas
They
here.
whiz by and miss you,
Oh, thank God.
but they're strafing run, they pass by, and it looks like they're going to start coming back.
All right, we got to get out of here. We have to get out of here. We're not going to make it. Wait. Can we hail your former commander guys and see if they can give us any kind of protection? Can we send a coded signal to them that the Empire wouldn't be able to receive?
It would be very difficult for the Empire not to receive it. And the second they're aware that you are not Imperial troops,
Damn it.
We're
it's
out.
a catch-22.
you can try.
I mean, we have a lot of, like, none of these ships have a bead to get out of here. So us getting on a rebel ship isn't going to help.
Doesn't help us much.
Like,
Are we going to steal a Star Destroyer? Is that what's about to happen?
Oh my God!
Let's do it. Head to the Star Destroyer.
It's good to see that your engines have engaged.
Yeah, we have a great pilot on board who's
That's right.
really able to help us get it going. We will head to Star Destroyer Alpha. Thank you for the escort.
No problem, friend. Say, what kind of prisoners do you have?
We got a Gungan and what the fuck are you?
No, we have an Ithorian.
Oh, an Ithorian and a Gungan.
I have a Stormtrooper armor.
Actually, the Gungan has the wearing the armor too.
I'm wearing the armor.
2 of us are wearing armor.
Okay.
Yeah,
You only knocked out 2 guys.
Okay.
yeah. We have an Ithorian and a Gungan.
Ah, good. We have orders that we want to keep everyone and interrogate them.
Oh, these 2 will chatter up a storm once you get them talking.
Especially the Gungan.
You won't shut the hell up. Yeah, you suck.
Is he still conscious?
Not for long. And then just slam something down.
Oh, I gotta work on that.
Ah, those Gungans are a tough lot, but yeah, just make sure that he's kind of delirious when he gets there. They're annoying.
How do you tell?
All right, so you guys are being escorted to the Star Destroyer.
We're fucked.
Another fleet or another squadron of X-wings take a strafing run on you guys.
Kill us. Please kill us.
Are you guys doing anything to defend yourselves? You have your shields up, but that's at the moment the only thing.
Evasive
There are
maneuvers.
rear gunners on this.
Oh, there
ship.
are?
Yes. Are you gonna?
Gungan?
I don't know if we. But that means we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to shoot at the rebels. Like, do we really want to shoot on our own guys at this point?
No, we
Just
just need to perform evasive maneuvers.
Yeah, I like that. I trust Fendir.
Okay, so Fendir, give me a pilot check.
Oh, balls.
Should I just fire randomly so they look like we're trying to?
13.
Okay, so
Just miss everybody.
Miss everybody on
No,
purpose.
Accidentally
so-
shoot a TIE fighter?
So Hoof, you get into position, firing off shots, but you're clearly missing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then Fendir, you did a roll. What'd you?
13.
13. Okay. So you avoid some of the shots. They don't entirely hit your. They don't hit the shield frequently, but a couple shots do get through. But you're evading it. And you're sort of moving along. A couple of the TIE fighters break off and get into a dogfight with the X-wings that attacked you guys right now. So you've got 2 TIE fighters left with you as you're moving towards the Star Destroyer.
This is our chance, guys. If you can shoot these TIE fighters out, we can make a break for the rebels.
But again, what do we do since we don't have a hyperdrive?
We get on one of the rebel ships that does and get the hell out of here.
You guys are starting to get closer to the Star Destroyer.
If we don't,
in a
we
few
gotta-
minutes, you'll be within range of their normal weapons, and you're certainly within range of their long distance weapons.
This is our only opportunity. Otherwise, we're getting on that Star Destroyer, and we will never get off of it.
All right, we're making a break
alive.
for it.
You need to shoot those TIE fighters. We have 2 guns. Who's in the other turret?
Probably me.
Oh no, sorry, I meant there's a rear gunner and it's 2 barrels. Like
Gotcha.
yeah, there is a front gunner, but it's not the free moving style one.
You gotta aim. My pilot.
It's just
The pilot,
basically, yeah.
basically. Yeah, whatever you're facing. How are the 2 TIE fighters positioned around us?
They are a little bit ahead of you at the moment. Fendir has maintained the illusion of the engines having some trouble,
Okay.
and so have hiccuped a little bit to also justify not getting shots off that actually
Okay.
hit X-wings.
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to make it look like we're having some engine trouble, and then spin us and spin us around so we're facing the rebels. Okay, and then stall the engines for like 10 seconds.
All right, guys, you got like 10 seconds before
Okay.
you're going to be in range of the Star
Got
Destroyer
it. Do that.
weapons.
Roger.
All right, when we turn around, shoot those. When he starts shooting, punch it. Get us to the rebels. Ready?
Okay,
Set,
I'm ready.
Go.
Okay, give me a pilot check.
I'm gonna get on the radio. We're having some engine problems. We're having some more engine problems.
Okay, he
12.
He tries to do the spin, but he actually doesn't quite get the jets right, and you kind of like list in space. So you go from like sort of facing towards to being at a weird angle. Fortunately you let off with the bluff, so people are like, oh, that's appropriate. They don't respond to it immediately.
Okay.
It's like, are you sure we can have a crew on here? We don't have time to have ships just floating around.
Understand? Yeah, go ahead and I guess start sending somebody. Fender, get us the fuck out of here.
And I'm not in shooting range, right?
No, they're not in-
Is his force
No.
strong enough to make the
Can
bullets curve? Can you curve the bullets like in that movie? Where like,
There are no bullets.
This is not watching. This is not what we're watching RPG.
And he is definitely not Angelina Jolie.
Can I use move object to move to force move one of the TIE fighters into another and crash the 2 against each
Holy,
Wow.
you're getting ahead of yourself, man.
All right there.
Try.
other? But I'm not that powerful as a force adept.
You will take a hit of vitality damage for
Do
doing
it.
so.
Do it. We got a med pack.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what I was thinking too.
yeah.
All right,
actually.
yeah.
So
I'm
you're
gonna-
going to try this very
We have 3
Yeah.
mid packs.
difficult effort.
I can
Okay.
do you 3 times, Addy.
God, please let this kill him.
14 plus 3, so 17.
Okay.
Let it kill him. Let it kill
It
him.
won't kill me.
Okay, so you don't
Sure.
die outright.
Vitality.
You don't die outright. Is that what you just said?
Yes. And you take 2 points of vitality damage. Okay, and
that's
sorry,
not
what was
bad.
the check that you did?
Yeah, it's not bad.
17.
17? They don't crash into each other, but one wobbles and is knocked off of its course.
So you just nudged it?
Yeah,
You took
nice.
2
Quick,
vitality.
Fender, make another pilot
Force
check.
nudge.
Come on, Fender. This is our chance, buddy.
15
Plus-
plus 7, 22.
Okay, that's enough to start like getting you into position. All right, Phallus, get on the horn and start bluffing as best you can to sort of distract them.
All right, we're still having engine problems. Do you guys have that guy coming, the engineer coming? We are really struggling out here. Life support is
You
starting
guys
to
are in
fail.
opposite positions. What just
Life
happened
support
there?
is starting to
What happened
fail.
the TIE
Send the
fighter?
engineer now.
What's going on? All right, now if you're gonna shoot, you're gonna start shooting now, and then you're gonna have to punch it. So both of you,
Space Don't fuck this up.
Hoof, give me an attack roll, and Fender, give me a pilot check.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, yes. 7.
26.
Lucky 7s. Lucky 7.
Do you have an attack? Do you have
What's your modifier?
What's the modifier?
Just do your base attack bonus plus your dex.
All right, help me out.
So 11. Okay, cool. So you strike the shields on the TIE fighter that had sort of drifted off because of Addy's force push.
Wow, that was impressive.
So it is actually a really magnificent energy display. Like no direct hit, but like the effect is actually sort of like cool to look at, and your Gungan's eyes are
this
just
is
like,
great.
this is great.
Rebels! Yeah, rebels!
But you hit their shields. Okay, so you, Fendir, you did an amazing pilot check. You exactly engaged all the thrusters and hit the exact mark so that you didn't fly off course, and now you are gunning it. Where are you guys going?
Oh shit! Back towards the rebel transport fleet.
The ones that are engaged, or some of the ships that are like lying out there.
Oh no! Fuck those guys. They're dead.
The ones are engaged.
Ones that are engaged. The ones who have actual hyperdrives.
Okay, Phallus, start barking some orders since you seem to be the voice.
Okay, shoot those goddamn TIE fighters down. Pew, pew, pew. You get us closer to the rebels.
What? There's a Gungan and those guns.
I know, we're having some problems. Get us some help. Get us some help.
The TIE fighters turn and start chasing after you guys. At this point, another squad of X-Wings starts to swoop in. They initially fire shots at you, but they also see that the TIE fighters are firing shots at you now and decide to start firing at the TIE fighters.
Yay!
So,
Rebels!
the X-Wings miss you guys on their initial run.
Because they're awful shots.
And they start hitting, and they hit the TIE fighters.
Yay!
The TIE fighters are intact, but their shields have definitely been hit. And you
Wait,
can
TIE
see
fighters
that
don't have shields.
Yeah, they do. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
All right.
Star Wars fan are you?
Failed.
I was trying to get them destroyed.
If the TIE fighter that you struck their shields before, Hoof, that one is actually, you can see that it takes a hit. It's just singeing on the outer hull, but it has taken some damage.
Shoot it again.
Okay.
Shoot it again.
Big money, no whammies. What is that?
Plus my attack. What was it last time? 11, so 12.
Okay, you strike one of the side panels of that same TIE fighter, and you actually knock it off. So you damage it enough that you know for a fact that it's going to have some trouble maneuvering as it comes after you.
Oh, shoot again.
Hold on.
Don't
We
give
gotta
a turn right
keep going.
away. Calm down, champ. You
Foeshu,
gotta-
what are you doing right now?
Shit his pants.
People are starting to panic, like in your craft. There's a lot of energy going on. It's really weird, and you know that the X-Men aren't sure what they're seeing. However, there's a lot of information to take in, and a lot of this is outside of the range of computers, especially since apparently the only one who's good at using computers is currently occupied firing guns.
So, can I want to be able to sense like what needs to be like with the transport ship. Right now, I want to be able to sense what we can do to be able to get on there and get a ship, like what's available to us.
Okay.
So we know what we're going to get into.
Yeah. So give me a check on that one.
Oh, 5.
God damn it, Addy.
You
suck.
take a point of vitality damage.
Oh, wait, hold on. Does wisdom
Okay, I'm
modifier or any of that?
It should be written in already for your skills if it's.
Oh,
based on-
right.
Because it's not just your ranks; it's your ranks plus
That's
your
right.
modifier.
It does include that. Hold on. So that's 8.
It's hard.
8. Okay, so you take the point of vitality damage anyway. Well, no, that's the cost of doing the ability.
Right. For all my force.
But you are able to detect, at the very least, when you sort of like expand your consciousness out there, you see that there are 3 rebel transport ships that, unfortunately, are being pushed into positions because of the capital ship, or like the rebel capital ships. They're like the hammerhead ships that we saw in like Rogue One. They are in shielding positions, but unfortunately their positioning means that they don't have a straight shot out without either going faster than light into the moon of Yavin, the planet of Yavin, or into the sun. So you can,
Okay with any
you
of
can
those
perceive
options.
this in a way that has only been described to you. However, you are not able to discern that much more information. They are, however, being mostly harried by TIE fighters. The Star Destroyers have not gotten into position yet to let a barrage loose. However, they are moving in that direction. And you think that within, say, 20 minutes, they will be in position to open fire upon the rebel ships, which are substantially smaller and would not be able to survive the barrage.
So we need to clear out the TIE fighters that are
Okay, I'm listening.
that are walling them in, so we can help them and create a lane for us to be able to make the jump to hyperspace.
We're in an Imperial shuttle.
Which means it'll take us a second. Like it may delay them when they're attacking us, so we can take out some more TIE fighters.
Take out TIE fighters? This guy can't hit one.
You guys are
try
still
again.
tuned into the Imperial radio, and you hear an alert that that your transport has been compromised and that has been taken over by rebels.
Are there any fire extinguishers on board? I can try this again.
How far are we from the rebels? Like, how long is it going to take us to get to the rebels?
Maybe 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh, God, really? That far?
Yeah,
That's a lot of clicks.
Fortunately, well, for one thing, you're very close to the Star Destroyers.
Okay.
Which, like I just said, it's going to be about 20 minutes before they're in reach. And on top of that, they're kind of spread out. So you are near the Imperial sort of like base, the cluster that they sort of formed. The rebels, the transporters that are trying to get free, are probably about as far away as they could be, because otherwise they would have already been laid waste to. And you can see that there's small pockets of rebel ships, particularly like squadrons of TIE fighters, or not TIE fighters, pardon me, squadrons of X-Wings and A-Wings, that are engaged in some of these like small groupings of TIE fighters, sort of spread out. But you have basically like two big regions of ships, the Star Destroyers and the rebel capital ships and transports. Everything else probably has gotten clear at this point. It was enough for it to go from night to day in the evacuation. So this is like the tail end of it.
Okay. I want you and me to switch places. I'm gonna shoot. I want you to use your computer genius to contact the rebels and ask for assistance as we fly our way back. Okay? Tell them who we are. Change to whatever rebel frequencies there are so that we can get there. I will start shooting. I'll take the gun and start shooting to try and keep the TIE fighters off of us, okay?
Done.
Fender, give me a pilot check.
We're gonna die in deep space. You know that, right?
Yeah.
This is glorious.
I can hold my breath.
16.
Okay, you've got a straight course set, and you're moving towards them. However, you're not being super evasive at the moment. TIE fighters have turned and are chasing after you guys right now. X-Wings have moved to engage the TIE fighters, and if you can infer, but you have not actually confirmed, that they are aware that you are a rebel controlled vessel.
Okay.
All right.
TIE fighters are moving into position.
I need to contact them.
I want to shoot him.
Okay, good. You're moving into the gun. So first, all right. So make a so you're getting into the gun position. So you're going to fire off the first shot at disadvantage because you're just basically hopping in to fire the shot. So roll twice, take the worst result.
8.
8 total for your shot. Okay, so you fire off shots and they
Was it
still
either
miss
8 or
about
9?
The two TIE fighters that are in pursuit are still chasing after you, even though they're evading and ducking away from X-Wings that are engaging them. Cool. TIE fighters from the Star Destroyers are now moving into your position, including one that was clearly supposed to be a repair vessel, but instead has like let loose, or like its armaments have deployed and it's going to start firing at you shortly.
All right, cool.
Foeshu, what are you doing right now?
Use your magic powers. Help us, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
You're our only hope.
Oh my god.
I don't want to be a Jedi.
I want to be a real boy.
So we tried this before. I'm gonna try this again.
Don't.
We had illusion back down on the planet.
Okay.
I want
Turn us into the Millennium Falcon.
with a big like holo image of Luke Skywalker coming out from it.
Do it.
and have it fly in the other direction.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Well, create an image of like a set of X-wings.
Okay, this will work better if you can do something that'll create additional distractions so people aren't
Create
seeing
some
something appear out of nowhere.
explosions. Create some explosions.
Okay, yeah. So if we create a set of explosions, that's like that. Damn it, I'm trying to think of where where they
On
come
us.
from. On us, and they fly right out of that set of explosions.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a spot check.
All right. So
Also, Hoof, give me a spot check.
Done.
Done. Like you've done anything.
21.
I already did that.
21.
No, what I said was dumb because I only rolled a 6.
Plus? Do you have a
No,
modifier?
it was 8 minus 2.
Okay, Foe. Your eyes look around the room. Fendir is piloting the ship, and Phallus is firing off the shots.
Pew, pew.
Your eyes catch a pair of fire extinguishers on the wall.
No.
And
Yes.
then they move over to Hoof.
No.
I can do this.
And then your eyes dart over to an airlock.
What?
I can do this.
So we're gonna set off the fire extinguisher and explode them, and then the X-wings emerge out of that.
Oh, God almighty.
We got this. The force is strong in this one.
Oh dear God! What about the telepathy on the pilots? I can't use it on enough pilots. Yeah, that's all I got.
I learned from the first round how to do it right this time.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so you've clued in Hoof, and the two of you grab the pair of fire extinguishers and put them in the airlock.
Rebels.
You open up the other side of the airlock, and they fly out into space behind you. Phallus, you see these two fire extinguishers. Let's give it a shot. 10. Okay, because these are just two not evasive bright red fire extinguishers, you get a shot off and you successfully hit them. Yes! And it explodes in this like white mist with like bits of foam, but the foam like is like small globules that are just sort of like out there at like this this giant snowflake in space. And that's when Foeshu.
This is your chance, Addy. Stay on target.
16.
Okay, and that's when Foeshu plays with the mind of one of the TIE fighter pilots, and he sees emerging from this snowflake in space an X-wing, and he takes evasive action. He fires off several shots, and it actually hits the shields of the other one. And you can hear over the radio, it's like, "Hey, what's going on? Did you see that X-wing? No, what X-wing? What are you talking about?" And then other actual X-wings swoop in, and because they've been distracted, they're getting shot at and taking severe damage. And now the dogfight is on and behind you and behind this like snowflake in space, and you guys have been cleared to move on as you race towards.
Go, Fender, go!
Hang on, Fender, give me another pilot check.
All right. Hold on to your rebel butts.
Running.
Easy.
Space is like a box
That's not
of
good. 10.
chocolates.
Fender keeps a steady course, and you guys are moving. You've got maybe 2 more minutes to go before you're getting in close. However, not all the rebel ships are aware of what you guys did. So you're going to want to notify them as you get in close. TIE fighters are engaging, and there's a big fleet that you're moving into.
I guess I better get his shit together.
Miss, I'll show you. Wait, am I rolling?
like a box of chocolates.
So first, give me a computer use check to get on the frequencies for the rebels.
Oh shit is right because it's a 6.
Plus.
I mean, it's a 2 plus 4.
So you just get static for a minute there. Okay, you guys are getting closer.
Where's Padme?
A squadron of TIE
this
fighters
honor
have
to my
broken off.
family.
2 are heading towards you from the cloud of TIE fighters that are engaged with these capital ships. They are coming at you from the front.
Oh, balls.
Uh,
I can't shoot those.
so you have to take evasive action. Let me get a pilot check on that one.
You can do it!
19.
All right, so you do this very cool like spin around as like shots kind of like go through each of the spokes of your vessel.
Yippee!
And they pass. They pass by, or the two TIE fighters pass by you.
This is my chance.
Yes, give me the attack rolls.
No. Yes. No.
4.
All right.
You totally missed them. Okay,
Rebels!
Hoof, give me another computer use to see if you can get on the right frequencies.
Come on. Oh wait. 17.
All right, you're able to like get it over, and you can hear rebel communications going on. Do you guys say anything into the radio?
Anything, damn it.
We need help.
We're rebels. Tell them we're
We're
rebels.
rebels. We're rebels. Don't shoot at us.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Oh no, is right. 11.
Okay, you see a group of X-wings that were part of the defense of these capital ships break off and begin to engage the TIE fighters that are starting to move towards you.
Oh, God bless you.
You guys are still on the run from the two that already attacked you.
Yeah.
Okay, does anyone else do anything, or rather, does anyone who's not either firing or flying the ship do anything?
That's you, Addy.
Yeah, can we see, like, can I identify, like, what squadron of X-Wings those are? So, like, if we can identify if we know anybody who's there?
Give me enhanced sense check.
Addy shit in his mask.
14. Actually, yeah, one of the one of the X-wing pilots is a friend of yours. It's Pace Springfield, and he's
Rick Springfield? Does he like Jesse's girl?
You wish he had it.
He's a member of Yellow Squadron, and he's part of the group that like broke off to go after the TIE fighters. So you can sense his presence amongst the group.
Disturbance in the force.
You could potentially
Yellow
relay this
Squadron?
information to Hoof, and he could try to like message them.
You need to talk to Yellow Squadron Hoof. Pace Springfield.
Do I need to roll?
No.
Give it a diplomacy check, but you're going to do it with advantage.
I need an advantage right now.
I want new dice.
So roll twice. Roll
rolls.
twice and take the better of the two results.
All right, rebels. 16.
Rebels.
19.
Okay, what do you say to him?
Hey, buddy.
Pace.
What
His
you
name is
doing?
Pace.
What you doing? What do I say to
No.
him?
What does Hoof say to them?
Help us.
Say it right.
Sit right. I can't.
It puts the lotion on the skin.
This is a time of stress. We agreed on during time of stress. Give me a pilot check while we're at it.
What he said this entire game.
11.
Oh my god, you're just going on the straightest but slowest route possible to this thing.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Oh, he gets us all
He's flying casual.
He's
guys.
playing
casual, Fender. Just fly casual.
It's so in character, it's terrifying. My characters, I have shitty roles.
Oh, this is fantastic.
So say it right.
I can't now.
You can do it.
Help us. Make it quick like Nestle.
You hear over it the voice of Pace going like, "Is that Hoof? Hoof London?
Lisa here.
I'm coming, Hoof! I'm coming! Is Foeshu there?
Is that Roger Rabbit?
Hoof, is Foeshu with you? He hasn't been accounted for.
Mr. Soyo.
Mr. So you're gonna hand him the microphone?
I'm a coming, buddy! And then the X-Wings fly off towards you guys.
Microphone, I'm gonna show you.
This is not a video podcast, buddy. Hey, those two TIE fighters are coming back towards you guys.
Oh, hold on. Get him.
For the record,
14.
we do Jumanji rules, by the way. If it falls, you caught it, which is fine. But if it hits the ground, you got to go with what it lands on.
Whatever.
I gotta take off my shirt.
It's a 14. Corey has to take off his shirt.
Okay. All right, cool. You get a shot off. You actually take out one of the TIE fighters. But the other one's starting to fire. Fender, give me another pilot check.
Here we go.
Do it.
We believe in you.
11 again.
Okay,
Slow and steady,
no, that's
boys.
cool because they start firing you, but you take evasive action and you're able to avoid it.
Lift slightly.
Careful, guys.
Do a barrel roll.
That's a 17, not an 11.
Okay, so you guys continue moving on. The X-Wings are now getting closer to you guys and have actually now broken off to take out the TIE fighters that were also moving in your general direction, as well as the one that's behind you. So you guys have been like cleared to move, but there's a ton of TIE fighters. This fight is getting vicious, and it was enough to be harrying major Rebel battleships. There's that many TIE fighters that are out in space, and they are aware that you are rebels.
Rebels!
So you've got about 4 hammerheads that are out there that are firing off shots, and they are being commanded by Commander Codswallow, who you two fucking hate. And then you've got 3 rebel transport ships that are unable to get out of a firing vector to line up a faster than light jump.
Well, we're not going to be able to help those guys. Like, they're already sitting ducks, right?
Yeah, but what are we gonna like? The hammerheads are.
We got to go to the guy you hate.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to.
Fender, find us a ship that's still working, that has hyperdrive, and get us to that ship.
Got
I'll
it.
hold them off as long as I can.
And Cod swallows on one of the hammerheads, right?
He's on one of the hammerheads, yes.
We're headed for the hammerhead.
Is that, and that's one of the ships that has hyperdrive?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't give a shit if you're unhappy about that. I'd rather live.
Yep. Yeah. Let's go for it.
I like Codswallow. I think he's a nice guy.
You think you're gonna die?
So you guys are going to head towards the
cock swallow.
The Codswallow? Okay.
Well, I wasn't gonna say anything, but now that you mention it.
Yeah.
You guys are going to Cockswallow. Okay.
No wonder they don't like him.
All right. So you know that Codswallow's ship is the one of the middle ones in the group. It's actually taking the brunt of the damage.
Well, maybe not that one. Fender, where are you taking? You're the
Hey,
pilot.
Foeshu, you hear in the back of your mind the words, "for sure."
What?
Gollum?
And now,
My precious?
keeping, you guys are racing towards the ship.
Shoot!
I took years of therapy to get rid of that voice.
It's clearly not working. Wait, what did the voice say? Oh, it doesn't matter. You are the only one who really knows.
And he's not even sure he actually heard it.
I'm not sure I heard it. Can we play that back?
Go to tape.
All right.
All right, so you guys make direction towards this rebel ship. You better be notifying them because they're currently firing at every Imperial ship that's coming near them.
Where's it coming? We're rebels! Don't shoot us!
Give me a computer use check to transfer codes that indicate that you are actually rebels.
This is nutsin'!
Nuts. Plus your computer use.
Okay, 19.
Okay, so you're able to transmit the codes. You're able to transmit the codes effectively, so everyone's aware. Open it up. So you guys are able to swoop around, and they open up a space in their aiming window that allows you to move in. However, a TIE fighter is coming in behind you, and is also in that shadow. So yeah, you better be getting shots off. Otherwise, the shots are going inside the ship.
I just rolled a 21.
Nice.
Give him that D!
Is that a nat 20?
It's a natural 20.
Give me a second roll, please.
a 3.
Don't give him that
You
D.
hit this ship, and it stops it just enough that the open space of its aiming window has closed, and the actual guns of the hammerhead close in on the ship, and it takes it out.
Rebels!
an open airlock is exposed for you guys. You pass through the force field that's holding in the atmosphere and set down on the Hammerhead's loading dock. And then the gates shut down, and you can tell
And then the
force
Star
field
Destroyers blow this ship out of the sky.
All right, you guys are on a rebel ship.
Hooray!
Yay!
Rebels!
Yeah, rebel.
Fender, that wasn't great flying, but
It got
good
us
job.
there, right? That's all that matters.
All right, let's get out. Let's get out of this.
Soldiers are marching out, guns drawn, to check the door.
Shit, I'm wearing Stormtrooper outfit.
Oh,
Yeah,
goober
let's
fish.
take off our Stormtrooper gear real quick.
I'm just gonna take off my helmet.
Okay, you take off your helmet?
Yeah.
I mean, I figure if you take your helmet off, they're like, oh, that's not a
Yeah,
Stormtrooper. So you guys walk out, guns are drawn. It's like, state your names! State your names for the record!
Phallus Vazkiller.
Foeshu, Joe.
Fendir Pickup.
How'd you guys get off
Changes his voice.
How'd you guys get off the moon?
We stole this Imperial ship.
Misa, use the force! Oh no, Misa not use force.
Misa used the Force.
I flew
That's
good.
impressive. Well, come on. If you guys are that capable, we need ships in the air and we need gunners. What can you guys help with? We're under attack right now. You see a bunch of unused X-wings, as well as some sort of like mid-range bombers that could probably fit a few people.
To the bomber, boys! Does the bomber have hyperdrive?
Yes, it does.
To the bomber, boys!
Right.
It's like a jumbo-sized A-wing, so it's like designed to do like really heavy payloads.
Isn't a Y-wing the bomber?
Maybe a Y-wing,
Yeah.
sure. That's what I mean. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Sure you are.
I got your case.
Yeah, thank you.
For all the nerds out there, I'm sorry, but that was actually just a Y-wing that you were looking for?
I referenced the fucking Dragulch period last time. I don't know how That's the power of
What kind of
notes.
DM are we actually working with here? I'm sorry. This is historically
repeating, of
inaccurate.
course.
Repeating, of course. Yeah.
Repeating, of course, yes. Leroy, let's get to that B-wing.
So as you guys are about to hop in the Y-wing, sorry,
Just kidding.
you hear a voice shout out, "What do you think you guys are doing?" And a Mon Calamari steps out.
This is why we don't have nice things.
Stupid cod swallow.
Cock swallow?
We're here for actual soldiers, not for scum who just barely survive.
Misa use gun style.
What does that mean?
No wonder he tried to have you killed.
I hate that guy.
Admiral Cockswallow. Codswallow.
Commander, thank you.
Commander Codswallow, we just fought our way off of Yavin 4. We're prepared to fight with the rebels. You need all the help you can get. You've got ships out there who are dead in dead of space. You need all the help you can get. Now is not the time to be picky, sir. I'd like to use my diplomacy.
Sure, give me a roll.
Nice.
That's a promo.
And that's a promo. Oh,
Natural 20 plus 5.
25.
Well, you make a valid point.
Thank you, sir.
Well, we need people to give us a gap. Those transport ships, there's too many lives on them. If they go down, that's a lot of rebels going down. Don't worry about us. We know what we signed up for. Make a hole. We need it.
Well, sir, if there's one thing I'm good at,
Oh, God, no. Don't say it.
All in one.
Don't do it.
it's making a hole.
Oh, you did it.
And with that, you guys get on the Y-Wing and take off out of the airlock. And I think this is a good spot to end the session, guys.
Yeah.
Woo! You can follow.
You're welcome, boys.
Rebels! You can follow the other episodes. You can check out session 1 if you missed it. Session 0, all of that is on our website, certainpov.com. You can follow the weight loss challenge. You can be a part of Patreon. Check out our social media. All of that is on our website, certainpov.com. And until next week, stay scruffy, my Nerfherders.
Thanks for listening to Certain Point of View. Don't miss an episode. Just subscribe, rate, and review the podcast on iTunes. Head over to certainpov.com.
CPOV. CertainPOV.com.